Imagine you're walking alone at night. The streets are quiet, except for the occasional chirp of crickets. You feel a chill in the air, pushing against your spine. As you approach a crossroad, there's a faint smell of sulfur mixed with something metallic. On one side, the lights seem to dim unnaturally, and you swear, just for a second, that a shadow moves, not toward you, but away, as if avoiding your gaze. Tonight, we unravel the unnerving and infamous tale of the Shadowed Crossroad. Welcome to the Nightside Archive, where we explore what lies just out of reach in the dark corners of our world. The Shadowed Crossroad is a legend passed down in whispers, originating from a small southern town decades ago. According to the stories, at exactly midnight on a moonless night, the crossroad becomes something more, a portal for making deals. But these aren't just ordinary agreements. These are tied with such a heavy price. They've given the crossroad its cursed reputation. What could be worse than a cursed deal, you ask? Well, let's get into it. The folklore centers on a man named Samuel Hargrave, a blues guitarist back in the 1930s. Samuel, like many musicians of his era, was struggling to make a living, but was said to be virtuoso even at a young age. He heard whispers about the Shadowed Crossroad from an older musician named Jeremiah. Jeremiah warned him, though his words were barely strung together. "Kid, you don't meet the one who hangs out there unless you're ready to lose more than you know you want to give." Naturally, this warning only piqued Samuel's interest. By all accounts, Samuel was desperate. One cold November evening, he disappeared for nearly 2 hours and came back different. His playing, which was fantastic before, turned ethereal. Songs that stopped you cold, forced you to listen. To some, Samuel's guitar wept. To others, it mocked humanity's frail state. A few noted that his shadow, when cast onto a smooth wall, didn't move as it should. When Samuel played, that shadow always seemed maniacal, like it had a mind of its own. Now, here's where we step from rumor to fear. Witnesses in the following weeks claimed to see Samuel standing alone near the crossroads, murmuring to invisible shapes and clawing at his chest, as if he regretted something. He'd talk less and laugh less, retreating into his music until one fateful evening when he vanished entirely, mid-performance at a local speakeasy. His guitar let out an ear-splitting wail on its own moments after Samuel's shadow bolted across the room, disappearing into the rafters. To this day, no trace of him or that guitar has been found. Samuel's tale could be dismissed as eerie local superstition, but that crossroads claimed other curious visitors too. Records, or rumors, have emerged of poets, gamblers, and desperate inventors meeting untimely fates there after claiming they got what they wanted. Small slivers of truth cracked the mythology further, like a seam through which light leaks. And what could we learn from those who lived long enough to whisper half their secrets? In 1982, an urban report documented strange phenomena at the same crossroads. Several teenage thrill-seekers told authorities they heard unnerving whispers while approaching the site at midnight. These weren't the incoherent noises of the wind, but distinct voices mumbling their names, asking strange questions like, "What do you trade in return?" Or, "Do you dare?" Goosebumps yet. You might wonder, what exactly lives there? Some say the crossroads hosts not one, but layers of entities, shadows so hungry for mortal longing they use it as currency. Others claim it's just one, a malevolent guardian feeding on broken promises and despair. Most terrifying, some whisper that whatever you meet takes the shape of people you know, or once loved. And if you seek a deal, The price isn't always a thing. It could claim memories, talent, health, cutting pieces of your very being. Strangely enough, survivors never describe its face clearly. It's always just beyond the edge of sight, or a thing where it shouldn't be. They recall everything else, its height, demeanor, even the slight clicking noises it makes, but not its face. Ever. Yet skeptics argue that the locality is perfectly explainable. Strong magnetic fields, swamp gas effects, and the collective imagination of a century-old legend stew together to form false interpretations. Still, skeptics rarely return there as brave investigators, let alone explorers of possible truths. But what holds the fascination is our need as humans to bargain with forces beyond us. Do people really go there to trick the devilish figure, or gain their heart's deepest desire at any cost? A now infamous Reddit post 2 years ago catapulted the Shadowed Crossroad back into public awareness. The author wrote they made an offer personally involving their insomnia nightmares, only to feel their sleep stolen from others' peace. The anecdote makes you ponder. Is contact here psychological wish fulfillment? Or is it a doorstep between our realm and something infinitely darker? For centuries, crossroads have held significance worldwide. Global myths consistently treat these intersecting paths as magnetized corridors, not just of space, but possibilities. It's a delicate in-between, a balance constantly shifting.